So when we think about parenting is a daunting task, it's the most important task that we will ever do in life. And children come without an owner's manual, so to speak. So there's no right, wrong, good or bad, although there's lots of good resources out there that are helpful and instructional on parenting. Our children call us to action, and mindfulness is a good way to parent. With intention, we ask ourselves the question, what's our intention? If our intention is to put a child to bed at night and to spend a few key moments of whispering about the day and being totally present, then be present to put them to bed at night. If the intention is to put a child to bed and to get out of the room as fast as we can, that's a very different pause, so to speak. And mindfulness is a pause. It starts with intention, and then it's attention. If we're caught in worry, or if we're caught in problem solving, thinking about the future, thinking about tomorrow, worried about what happened earlier part of the evening, stuck in feeling guilty, not forgiving ourselves, then we might not be present. And present is always sensory driven. It's what am I seeing, what am I hearing, what am I touching, what am I tasting, what am I smelling? And so if our intention is to take a child on a walk, and they stop at the puddle at the end of a driveway and they start to notice that their mirror image is there and they marvel at it, and the parent says, come on, we're going for a walk, then we've missed the opportunity of entering the child's mindful pause, of noticing. That's where children are very good at helping us to anchor us in what we're seeing, what we're hearing, what we're touching, what we're tasting, what we're smelling, what we're feeling inside. We need courage to parent. We need to know that we have the skills to parent, and that's internal. And so parents need to pause, refresh their well, so to speak. They need to take care of themselves. They need to be kind and compassionate, take breaks. I mean, there are times when we're called to react. A child is going to run out in front of a car. We're reactive at that moment. But there are many times when we're in reactive mode because we're on autopilot of reactivity. And so if we can come to an awareness, if we think about what is our child hearing, we slip into their shoes for a few moments and we take a peek at what they see from below when they're looking up at us and what creeps out of our mouths. It gives us a bit of empathy in terms of what do we sound like, what do they hear, what do we look like, what do they see? We can better appreciate where they're coming from. And it's not that we have to completely modify ourselves, but certainly an attitude that we're joined with them, that we're partnering with them, that we're parenting them, that we're helping them, that we're mentoring, that we're coaching. But sometimes I think when we're tired or we're angry or we're confused or we're hungry, we're in a reactive mode. And so therefore the child's not seeing the best of us, and sometimes then we get the reactive nature of the child and we don't see the best of the child. It doesn't mean that we don't set boundaries, it doesn't mean that we don't discipline, but it also means that we come quickly out of those boundaries and those disciplines to noticing our children's goodness again and how we take delight in them. What is it that delights us about them? And when that sparks us, that's what gives us energy to go back at it again. Yeah.